We'll see if we can get back on track in this one. Welcome to Still Plays. This is Grand Arena, the second match, first week, season 72. Our first round match was pure chaos. We were going to lose it anyway. It was arguably the best account in the bracket, but it is one of my worst performances I've had in quite a while. It included things like I completely messed up on defense. Like, that's not Fulcrum right there. That's Cat. And it completely messed up my offense. It threw me off my game where I was just in my head the whole time. I realized I didn't, like, Ray is new to me. I didn't have her last 5v5 season, so she's not on defense. I just forgot to put her on defense and update some of these teams. I put Datacrons down. Like, I remembered to do that, but I completely neglected to make a number of revisions. Now, we did get a hold with Third Sister over here. Other than that, he one-shot. Had I even not dropped a bunch of battles, we still were going to drop more banners than the 1820. So I don't feel too bad about it. It was going to be a loss regardless, but it was embarrassing. We will work to get back on track in this one, going up against Leprechaun, but somehow, and I don't know why this keeps happening, this is arguably the second best or first best account in the bracket. He's got all the GLs, he's got 56 Amis, fewer Amis though than the last round opponent. That's why I think this is the second best account. But why does this happen? Why do I lose against the first best in the first match, and now I gotta face the second best account? Why don't I ever face the worst account? This matchmaking drives me crazy sometimes. This seems like it happens all the time. Anyway, relic units 301, more than the last opponent. So he's got almost a full roster at relics. Fortunately, though, he's got fewer tier 9s. Last round opponent had 60. This guy has a healthy 31. But the rest of the distribution, he's got 90 tier 7s, 65 tier 8s. Like, this is a beefy roster. When it comes to mods, he is better than me. But when we look at the raw counts, he is double on the 25 plus. But it starts looking better at the 20 plus and the 15 plus, where we're basically even on those. Datacrons, he is a healthy participant at 16 level 9s. I am by far number 1. Orcon is the number 2 bracket. Everybody else is kind of in the 16-18 range. Looking at his GLs, they all look well modded, which is not a good sign for things to come. He's got a 299, 2 Ami Melgus. We got 2 on Starkiller, nothing on Dash. All these guys have something. Afro with a single, double Swallow, double third. It looks like similar to me, where he doesn't have a lot of characters with triples, but he does have at least everybody at doubles. We got a 300 speed Crex here. And then Jar Jar's a single. One player in the bracket without Jar Jar. A little surprising. Then we got triples on this set here of Exile and Dre. And then looking at doubles, nothing on Morgan, nothing on Knight. And I think both of them deserve their crowns. Those are solid Amis. The rest of this isn't really worth mentioning. Now we are looking for a Crex Melgus zone, and it's probably going to be deep. I feel like this guy's modded really well. Let's organize this by speed. We're okay, that's 40. Okay, there's Melgus, and where's Crex? Crex is right here, so we're in this range here. And Crex is his last character, and that puts him at 57 characters. So I actually do have an advantage because I'm at about 65, 64. So we can kind of see like some characters like Kelkestis or Bo, Watt, all a little slower. Malkos way too fast. We got Saw, Zori. All these characters I would like a little faster. Like Maskanata would be nice faster. And then we look, I think that Yoda's way too fast. BB-8 unnecessarily fast. Some older characters here that aren't really going to get used, like Grief or Dash, that don't really deserve those mods. So there's a mix here, but overall pretty good. Now, I did not do any advanced scouting on this one. I've been a little busy to end the week. It looks like he's done a single battle already, though. And he might not care about the game mode, because he did drop the first match, which he probably could have been able to win if he wanted it. Now, I did make changes to defense. I fixed my Ahsoka. I did add my Rey to defense. Did I do anything up here? I put in Scav Rey instead of Rose, so I made a minor change in that area. And then this back wall, no changes. I'll show you fleets, but then let's start breaking this down. I hope I don't have to do a lot of thinking. But we got, okay, so we got Karth, which is nonsensical. We got Maul. Maz with double Ami and Asana. But Kix is there. And Maz, you can check out the last video where... Did I win or lose that? I think I won it, but just barely. And I used JML. I used JML up against Maz because in 3v3 he crushed. That was not the case in 5v5. It was a little scary. And then down here we are looking at Rey with Exile. So it does mean that we probably don't want to use Seer Malicos, but I'm thinking about it a little bit. All right, down here we're looking at Jabba with a Radis Crown? Yeah, Radis Crown. And then Mon Mothma, Qui-Gon, and Gungans. All right, this is going to be an easier one. I don't think this guy cares. I think we can just Wampa this. If it was the Swordy Crown, we wouldn't Wampa it, but I think I can Wampa this. And if we can't, we'll figure it out together, because what is this even going to do? Crit chance on the light side characters and spread out more stats. All right, let's just do it. Where are you at, Womp? All right, there's Womps. Although we could use Womp up against some other people. We're going to try and get some testing in on Zekis. Okay, let me pay attention for a moment. We're taking the hits. Alright, come on. Counter. I'm going to swipe because I want to heal up a little bit. But maybe I should have roared for the stats. I didn't like how it was looking. Come on, just counter. Boom. Boom. Alright, we're good. Let's auto. We're done. That went about how I thought. Alright, what do we got to cover? I've just been a professional person in basketball the last couple weeks. I don't have as much nonsense to cover, which is unfortunate. It's more that, like... Alright, what do we got? I'm going to do Treya here. Treya's just turned into my dedicated counter to Gungans. It's reliable. I don't have to think about it. And I'm not really using Treya anywhere else, so whatever. And this really, the crons don't matter. I want to work on knocking off some shows now that like busy period with Gen V and whatever else I was watching is over. There's like, I need to watch X-Men 97. My brother's been harping at me. A lot of the people in the Discord have been wanting me to finally watch it. I know it's good. I know it. And you know, I think now that I finally watched, why am I saying finally? I watched Marvel Zombies, and it's kind of put me back into a headspace where I feel like I can watch X-Men 97. But really what threw me off of 97 was Wolverine's voice. Have become so used to Hugh Jackman as Wolverine that going back to the animated series voice was very distracting. And I couldn't make the change. I think I just got to ease into it. It's just his voice is kind of like a little high-pitched. It's not how he sounds in your head. Alright. So we're increasing cooldowns. We're taking a couple of hits from attacks out of turn. Hitting the shield generator, bringing it down to 4, 3, 2. Yeah, let's do the AoE. Get this to 1. Because I wasn't targeting, I should have targeted the other person. I was trying to stack the loyal hand. Anyway, yeah, let's take out Jar Jar and we can auto. I'm working on the video for the anniversary stuff and this change to eras. Got a lot of thoughts on it. It's the video's taken a minute just because trying to go deep on some of the things and a lot of my thoughts. But it'll be out this weekend. After this video sometime. And a couple other things I'm working on getting out. Alright, Qui-Gon. We've been doing Enoch up against Qui-Gon. I don't think I need them for anything else right now. Let's just keep going. It's not like the best use for these characters, especially when there's Night Trooper crons, but I never got the Night Trooper cron, but Night Sister crons too. We have, like, this is all the attempts I had at trying to get Night Trooper. I kept on making more and more Night Sister crons. I used all my rerolls. It would not happen. Here, let's take the offense. This current set, though, I've got everything already. I still have several days left of Conquest, and we are done with Datacrons. We're going to still keep building them out for the next set, but there's nothing left that I need to get, which is a great spot to be. Alright, that AoE, we need to take out Qui-Gon. Alright. There's 3, let's bite them, take them out. And this Foresight here, we're gonna basic. You know what, let's get rid of the Foresight on Anakin. I think we can bite him. Bite him. Let's clear the Foresights. I'm just kind of spreading around this damage because I'm going to have Judge Death go around and eat everybody. Well, I guess not because of the Foresight. Alright, we're done. Mon Mothma with Luthen. This guy's just it doesn't look like this guy's changed his defense in years. Well, I guess not. That's not completely accurate because Moscanat is here. The thing is, I think I can use. I don't want to risk it. We gotta check out what's on this back wall. Which is nice that he gave me such an easy front wall. Can I just gas this? What would I be using gas on it? Well, I guess gas we would be using on Cadme. Which was Cadme in this area? It was Ray, Maskanad, and what? Maul and Karth. We might try and Kylo Karth. I'm tempted. I'm very tempted to do it. I can do CLS. I just don't want to use anything too good. Right? Yeah, this will be fine. This guy's weird. I just checked his history. And he... Let's hit Katan. Okay. Yeah, so this guy, he doesn't like 5v5, but he likes 3v3. He climbs during 3v3. He has a lot of participation during 3v3. And then 5v5 he drops. So he's like the opposite of most players. Can we take that turn meter from him? No. Yeah. Alright. We'll put the stun here, or just take him out. Alright, we're done. Now what do you got for me on the back wall? PK Hondo or using him on offense? He tries to trap people a little bit, I guess. We're not going to make the mistake we made last round. Just, man, last round was not mercenaries, man. I went into this battle with this counter, and you know what? We can use the preset. I didn't use the right cron. It just, in the moment, it didn't even pop in my head. I just grabbed some sort of other nonsense, and I just completely flubbed it. It's kind of like what that match was about. Really, where is my mind kind of match. Alright, let's call the assist. Get a couple hits on the Scorch. Put the... I'm going to put the damage immunity onto Grogu because I don't want to lose him and he's got Order 66. Alright, I'm going to drop the Shred first. Alright, we got protection up. We'll throw some days and... Alright. So we hit... Drop another damage immunity. Okay, here we go. Come on. We're so close. There we go. Alright. They're stealthed, so we're going to hit Lord Vader. App was a waste at this stage, but... Come on. I'm worried that Disguised is about to take somebody from me. I need these guys to come out of stealth. I would love to get damage immunity back on... Well, I guess this works fine. Alright, that'll take out Apo. This has been weird. Like, This worked out great for me. But this has never been how this match goes. Like, it was weird. Okay, we could do Afra here. We have options up against Ahsoka. Leia would be the easiest, safest thing. What we need to do is remember we have Zuckuss that we want to do some testing on. So we just got to figure out where we would like to do it. It's not going to be Maul. Because we did Trench in the last match and it was way too much for him. At least mine. We got to keep in mind that mine is weak. It's not fully developed. He's already looking pretty impressive in certain scenarios. Alright, what am I facing right now? Alright, let's... First order, we gotta put in the other guy. Let's grab this. We are taking out him. As we could bring in a tank, but whatever. I will stun Exile. We'll swap back here and stun Swallow. Now we've got Retribution. Take a hit. I'd prefer not to lose Hux, but we'll see what happens. Here we go. This will be good on Rey. That's most of the damage immunities triggered. I think we still have Rey and Exile left. Okay. We need the damage immunities to come off. I'm gonna basic. I think we have time until I need to use the ultimate. Yeah. Fine. I should have brought a tank next time. Okay, damage immunity there, finally. Maybe I should have done the alt. Yeah, I gotta just do the alt. I'm feeling stubborn right now. Yeah, I needed a tank. Next time, we won't bring in Sith Trooper. And optimize it a little bit. All right, what do we want to do here? And we have so many choices right now. I think what I want to do is I want to figure out where I want to use Zuckuss. And I don't want to go... How crazy are we feeling right now? I'm feeling a little crazy. You know what? So Glurmit had this video of what his did, and it was very impressive. His is, I mean, he spends, so his is far more developed than mine. But I do have... This is insane. Let's not do this. I'm not this... Am I that crazy? I'm almost that crazy. We're gonna die up against them. We're gonna die up against Karth. Well, I guess I feel like we can beat Karth. There's really only... No, there's a few AoEs. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's go up against Ahsoka. This... If I was all at relics, this would not be a crazy thing to try. But I think I'm winning this match regardless, so let's just see what happens. Where are the people I want? Because the problem is I have a Gear 12 3-star Forlom, so this is not going to work. I want to do it anyway. And we're going to bring in Eidenkron because... we can put it on a Gear 12 character. This is gonna hurt. Okay, so we take that hit. They're about to take some turns though. How's this turn order looking? So, is Hera gonna AoE is the problem? What's Hera's first move? It's gotta beat that AoE. Should I risk it? See, the reason I'm thinking about risking it is I don't know if we're gonna get another chance. I think I'm gonna die before we're able to get another turn off. So let's gamble. Let's just hope she uses targeted ability. No. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. And now we're fractured and everything. Yeah, we need to be faster. Yeah. Our mods aren't where they need to be for this either. Because I'm at like 277 speed. Also not 6-dot mods. No, we gotta be way faster. Okay. But we wouldn't have survived anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's get out of here. I think I'm tempted to spend some crystals and take my Forlom to 4 stars. We're gonna have a 7-star Zuckus soon because I got really lucky on the crystal pack. I got a 145 drop. You'll see it in the next roster video. Alright, what am I doing? Okay, we're doing Leia. I think we're definitely having a 9-star Zuckus. 9-star? Relic 9. What is going on? Alright, pulling the turn meter from Drogon. We'll swap over to Drogon. I'm gonna take out... We always take out Sabine, but what if I take out Huyang? Let's do Huyang first this time. The thing is, I don't think it really matters. We're gonna... Oh, I should take out Fulcrum. She's already gone. Okay. Alright, ambushed. We're done. Yeah. And you did see at like a 6-star Zuckus, it did take a few hits. My Forlam, though, was not going to survive those AoEs. Okay. Alright, ambushed. Oh, we're done. Come on. Alright, then we can just Afra this. I don't even want to think about it at this stage. Afra. We have presets for a reason. Do we have... Yeah, let's just take this. It doesn't matter. Okay, we AoE. Get that mastery stacking. We'll bring out our friend. Torture. Yeah, let's AoE. Well, they're both AoEs. So yeah, it's over. Let's just auto. The damage immunity will take a minute. Sometimes I wonder about how good I should make my Afra, because I like my Afra. I like this squad. It needs one thing, it would be pretty amazing. You need an adequate tank, but it's not just an adequate tank, you need a cleanse. If she could cleanse debuffs, she could do so much more. Alright. Do we have anything else fun to test? We have a bunch of new crons. You know what I want to do here? This might be a little bit... you know what? Let's just do it anyway. Let's do an old classic. Let's do Kylo. I don't believe I have the Kylo cron, or do I? A little armor penetration, potency, crit damage, way more armor penetration, offense, crit damage, plus the damage immunity for 2 turns, blah 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 blah. We're gonna use this. I'm relic what? 7? This should be fine. I haven't done this in so long. Alright. Couple hits. Wait, do I even remember how to do this? Okay, we have blind, so let's AoE. Let's get retribution up. Okay, now we've got daze, which isn't... Now we've been stunned, which isn't great. Okay. It's only 3... Do I heal now? No, because I was... Not yet. Okay, not yet. We're gonna die. Okay. Alright. We'll stop having fun. Alright. Now, we did JML last time. That was risky. I lost before using JMK, so we don't want to do that. Let's just do Lord Vader. I think, like, if we had Cadme, but my Cadme's on defense, Cadme apparently can beat it. Do I have a preset for this? Because I really ought to have one. Seriously? Alright. Lord Vader and Empire clones. Where are you? So we got Apo, CX, Disguised, and Scorch. Just grab some sort of dark side thing. We got debuffs, crit stats. Use a basic. Max health, max protection. Yeah, let's just take this. I don't care. Well, we've got Maz Kanata myself that would be fun to use somewhere. Maybe we'll do it up against Maul. Does anybody have Order 66 yet? Not yet. Alright, let's clear some Foresight. Let's trigger an Order 66 on Qui-Gold. I'll use CX2 to attack Maz. We can get Order 66 over there. We'll just focus on Qui-Gold for the moment because they've got Order 66. Okay, keep hitting. Stealth, so we can't keep focused over there, whatever. Oh, wait a second. I'm trying to remember. Did I hear that this beats Lord Vader? That may have been something I can't remember which way I heard about it. Because Maz can beat some things. And I'm not liking how this is going so far. Because we're not doing anything to Qui-Gold at the moment. Okay. Alt. Ability blocks. Dots. Okay. Chuck it. Qui-Gold is such a tough, annoying tank. Alright. We gotta get rid of kicks. Is this a timeout? I'm gonna auto. And just... come on. I'm getting worried now. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I do think that I did hear that this beats Lord Vader. Which it does very much look to be the case. Which, I should have double checked that. Because I knew it beat JMK. Yeah, I remember hearing about this last season. Yeah, this is over. It's crazy how good Maz is. Alright. How do I want to play this? Because I kind of know how some, like JML we've seen, JMK I know is going to lose. Let's try some of these 3v3 counters. I think I misremember some things. Mercs. Is my mercenaries on defense? Fine. How does Melgus do up against this? I don't think any of these other things. We're just going to do JML. Because I know... even if I lose this, I think it gets to me to a point where I can clean it up. The reason I'm a little bit more concerned this match is because this guy has kicks. Last round, the guy didn't have kicks. And that put things much more in my favor. 46%. We'll take this one. Don't love it. Maybe I should have brought Jill. No, Jilly's terrible. I'm going after kicks first. I'm going to go armor shred first. Normally we'd go the other way, but I might want to get rid of some debuffs at some point. Alright. That's one. If we do this here, let's increase cooldowns on Maz. Okay. Now all these debuffs are why I wanted to have saved. Let's do it like this. Okay. See, this is what I'm worried about. Alright, we're dropping a shred, but we don't want to waste taking out somebody with Calcestis yet, because they'll just come back. I need to wait until the stealth comes off of kicks. But I am very worried. Come on. All right, here we go. Don't, you guys cannot start dying like this. No! Alright, fine. How are we beating you? The goofing off we did with Kylo and Zuckuss is looking real bad right about now. Let's try this. Bane, I know would be risky. Wish we had mercenaries. If Maz becomes a big problem, then that just means we need to have what's her face? Alright, let's do Maz Kanata and Qui-Gold. If this team is a big problem on defense, then it means we're just gonna have to save Cadme for offense. But if we don't need to, I would like to do other things. Don't die, please. Oh my god, man. It's just annoying. What is with this team? Like, they're all ignoring protection. I'm understanding why Cadme is probably working well, is because Cadme is manipulating the cooldowns, which means they're not using their specials as much. Do we fight fire with fire? Do I have pirates? Yeah, let's try fighting fire with fire. But mine aren't as good as his. I think the way we play this is like this. There's no way. I'm gonna lose this. It's a little risky. We're doing it anyway. Okay. All right. Because my pirates are definitely worse than his. We're still farming these guys up. We're way lower relics. We're not at full stars. But I should have brought in kicks. That was a mistake. Why did I bring in Ethano? Ethano's not good. I got distracted by the fact that Ethano's 7 stars. I should have kicks instead of Ethano. If we had a 7-star Quaigold, I would use the Quaigold Kron. We'd be reflecting damage. We'd probably be doing quite a bit. Yeah, we're not doing anything to Quaigold. Yeah, there's just no way. We're just autoing and kind of seeing what happens. We got 2 minutes. They're not. Like, I'm wondering if we just get lucky at one moment. We're not getting out from this taunt again. That's the problem. Will this taunt come down for a moment? Okay. Like, we need somebody who can ignore taunts. Here's my moment. We didn't notice fast enough. No, come on. Can we take out kicks? Can we get lucky enough to take out kicks? Come on. No, he's taunting. Come on. No. We had a moment there. Is this really the situation we're in? Alright, let's clear out the other stuff. We'll use JMK here. I know JMK is useless up against Maz. What do I want? Cat. Let's not make that dumb mistake again. A snips. And there's a team. Am I really gonna get stuck on Maz? Jabba would be, what I need to do is just move Jabba to offense. That's what I need to do. That's the solution. Okay, that did a lot. Oh, you know what? I forgot I usually put damage immunity. Well, not usually. It's not like I have done this in forever. But damage immunity would have been a good thing to put onto what's his face. Onto GK. We could have waited, but I'm not gonna wait. Because the only thing that matters is one-shotting Maul in a moment. Boom. Alright, it's over. This auto. Okay. Maz Kanata. We take Jabba off of defense. I think that's the best solution. Because Jabba shouldn't be on defense these days anymore anyway. He's not a good defensive character. And it probably means my Maz needs to go to defense. Alright. Did we clear the other back? Oh, we did clear the back wall. Okay, fine. Which means this... Let's just gas it, because I know... Well, you know what? Maybe we don't gas it. Because it's not like this is a good team. All I'm thinking is maybe we want to retain a count. Well, we have Great Mother? Jeez. Alright. We're going to Great Mother it. You know what? Let's do Fugitive here. Mainly because we never use Fugitive. And it's something new. This has been a pretty disappointing team. Okay. Here we go. This will get us a bunch of stacks. Yeah, basic. She's gonna stealth. They're both gonna stealth. That's agility. I'm saving the big attack for some of these characters that might break our chain. She's about to take a turn. She might taunt though. That's basic. Let's go after her. This might trigger her stealth. Oh no, she's gone. Alright, boom. That's why we didn't really... That's why I brought in Kylo, because it's just going to be more fun. The problem here is this. We have Great Mother. Let's just Great Mother. I forgot Great Mother's a counter. At least in 3v3, Great Mother was a counter. I've been putting her on defense. I kind of forgot that she was an option. That's not doing anything. Yeah, let's take the offense. And we're forced to... Yeah, let's do Maz. Yeah, that should take her out, right? Awesome. Over. I should have remembered I had this as an option sooner. This is just all of that pain when we could have just so easily addressed it. It's completely trivialized now. I thought Great Mother was on defense. Because in 3v3 I have her on defense. Maybe we should have done kicks first. This might take him. Are you serious? That's annoying. I figured they'd be a little toothless without Maz, but that is not the case. Let's take over. Okay. I should have noticed the foresight. Who's causing most of the pain here? They're increasing cooldowns, which is impacting my ability to do anything. It's got foresight. Is this available? Yeah, it's basic. Here we go. Shred. Isn't that Shred? Or is the other one Shred? Fine. We should have gone after kicks or somebody. Okay. Man, Qui-Go's being such a pain. There we go. All right, let's go after kicks. I'm glad I brought in a full relic squad and used the Kron. Alright, we'll just have to remember this, that just Great Mother is my dedicated cat. Are you serious? Ethano's a problem. Okay. Ethano is a problem. We will have to prioritize taking out Ethano second, it appears. What's this Kron doing? Yeah, that's doing a lot. I didn't Sana's doing a lot with that. The fear, everything. I'm kind of impressed with it. We're stealing that. You know, Sana, jeez. Should we have prioritized taking out Sana? Okay. Yeah, I guess let's begin the attack. Really, we just need Rogue One. Okay. Alright, Rogue One. Alright, what do we got? Alright, Cad Bane comes out. That's AoE. Perfect. I would like Cad Bane to stealth before I use the reinforced hull ability. Yeah, why not? Or it's over. Alright, let's just auto. I think we learned some things about Maz. And that is where we're using Sanastaros. I think there's ways we can tweak our defense. Raven's Claws. You know what? We got to be careful here. I'm actually a little worried about this. This might actually be smart. Because Raven's Claw beats all the non-meta ships. So how do we want to play this? How am I beating... We... Right, have I done Raven? Let's do, you know what, we're gonna do Raven's Claw here. I don't, have I gone up against the Marauder with this? I probably have. I've been trying to test out every single fleet, but this is one I can't recall as specifically. Okay. So master's plan. We AoE. And we AoE again. Takes care of Ahsoka. Now we're going to AoE and AoE. And we'll trigger the stealth. And we'll do another attack over out of turn here on the Marauder. Now AoE again. Trigger the attack. But now he's stuck under stealth. And they've used that thing, the whatever it's called. Now we have I really want to dispel. Or do we want to call the out of turn attacks? I think we bring out Biggs. Here we go. This will be my dispel. All right, now they have a tank. Spreading some target locks. Here we go. Master's plan again. Okay. Not quite there. Raven's Claw, where you at? AoE. There we go. But that makes me a little bit worried now about taking out his own Raven's Claw. I didn't think about putting this on defense, and maybe I should have. Do I think the Chimera, or do I think the Negotiator? I think I play it better and we win. Or do I think the Endurance? I think we say we play it better. I was ignoring a lot of his defense because there was some really dumb stuff there, so I wasn't taking it seriously. But there's a couple smart things here. And he's got full stars. This is a little bit what I was worried about. No, he doesn't have full stars, but it's not bad. Don't die. Alright, fine, die. Shoot. Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta stay alive. Okay. We're going to submit this regardless of how it goes. Alright, Plo, turn meter. Okay, over. Yeah, this might be a problem on defense if you don't have the right team for it. Let's submit. Because if it can beat all the non-meta fleets, then all this junk I'm throwing at it is gonna struggle. But I'm hoping by submitting the battle, we've messed up some of the turns. Obviously not completely. We really got to take him out. And because we lost it, and jeez. We should have this on defense. None of this is going to work. It just has such a strong opening. And now it's going to hurt me. Yeah, okay. Jeez. Yeah, it's like it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's our play. We're moving this to defense. I wonder what would have happened if we would have done a mirror, though. His is better than mine. And he's going to be able to clear my defense. I thought we'd be able to pick it apart. Like, I knew it was going to be a problem. But a problem of this level? I am respecting bigs on the front line, though, because it prevents you from It prevents you from being able to go after anything. Although maybe right now. We will dispel. Come on, fine. Alright, it's over. So we're not getting a full clear, which actually puts us in a position to lose if he wants to play. So we're kind of counting on him not to play. Very interesting. We're making that change. We're putting that on defense. And we're going to wrap up. Not the greatest match, but we learned some very interesting things from a guy who put down a 90% lazy defense, but the 10% that he did put down that wasn't lazy was real good. Like, we're going to have to borrow it. Very interesting things. And it'll definitely elevate how the rest of this season goes. Don't always like these bumpy starts, but it is allowing us to understand how to play this season with these new crons and some of these new teams and these new marquees that have been added. A lot of little nuggets of information that will allow us to optimize things. But thank you for watching. Be excellent to each other, everybody. This is Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes.